Welcome YouTubers to another video from my channel, The Dragster Shop Life. Today we have a 1989, yes it is an 89, I know it is a square body, but it is an 89, 3+3 crew cab dually, big block 454, 400 transmission, big old heavy beast. Well, today it's in here because it has a problem of you're driving this thing up the road and it just wanders to the left or right. Apparently more so than you would normally think, oh, that's just an alignment. Well, that may be, but from what I gather, the client is telling me that it does it so often and so quick that sounds kind of felt to me like it was a mechanical issue. So this morning I started by checking the air pressure in all 6 of the tires. If you don't know anything about dual rear wheels, if you have one tire that's flatter, you feel it more on dual rear wheels than you do in your normal single rear wheel vehicles. If you got one tire that's flatter than the others, less air pressure, then there's more tire surface on the ground, on the road, and it'll tend to push the front end of the vehicle the opposite of that way. So if you have a flatter tire on the right rear, then it's going to try to push to the left, and vice versa. If you got a flatter tire, a tire with less air pressure on the left, it's going to try to push right, push the front of the vehicle to the right. Okay. So yes, the tire pressures were all different. Some of them were they were drastically different on a couple of them. But I got those straightened out. Inspected the tires. The tires aren't that old, at least on the back of the vehicle. They were in good shape. Checked the brakes back there, suspension components back there, sway bar, all that good stuff. And so now I'm at the front. This particular passenger right front here, these are the pads off of it. You see the inner pad on the piston side of the caliper. It pretty good wear pattern. However, if you look closely, pad's cracked. 2 places here. Now, in normal situations, pads do crack. They do. But this thing has had, like I said, the steering issue. Now you look at the outer pad. Now it's hard to see it through the camera, but up towards the top of the caliper here, it's thinner, and it's also cracked. And if you look right here, this was actually starting to rub the rotor, so that could have been more parts. I don't know what you guys know about 1-ton stuff, but to replace that rotor, you got to replace this whole assembly, the hub, bearings, everything. All right, so this side wasn't bad, other than the fact it was heavy. So I greased all 9 of the points over here. Upper control arm, upper A-arm bushings are greased, lower bushings are greased, upper ball joint, lower ball joint, all that stuff seems to be in good shape. Greased all that up. Greased the idler arm. Center link tie rods seem to be fairly good shape. They're old, but they're still doing their job. And then this side, I don't have all my lights cut on, so this side, however, these 1-ton calipers have a 1-bolt system. You kind of put the caliper in like here, you kind of go like that and then bring it down, and then you slide this plate in place. It has one bolt that holds it in right there, and as you can see, this one's missing. Well, it's not just missing, it's broke off. And due to the damage on the retainer plate, looks like it's been broke off for quite a while. And I've been having a hard time getting it to come off. Anyway, when I went to compress the piston back into the bore in the caliper, it's kind of stuck. Now these are remanufactured calipers. Now this client has had this vehicle for, I'm going to say 5 years. It's probably been a little longer than that. But this stuff was already done before he got it. And so it's looking like right now it definitely needs front pads. And it's going to need at least one caliper. And that should take care of the steering issue. So there you have it. So if you haven't done so by now, and if you'd like to because you're interested in this type of stuff, check out my other videos on my channel by hitting that subscribe button. And you know, if you like my videos, give them a thumbs up and click that little notification bell beside there, and that way you'll get notified of other videos I have coming up in the near future. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next round. Alright, bye.